Hi students. So yesterday we had discussed what are rational and irrational numbers, and today we are going to take the discussion forward. So in the last video we were talking about that all the square roots, the root 2, root 3, root 5, all of them are irrational numbers, and the combination of the rational plus irrational number is also a irrational number. So for example, 3 plus root 5 is an irrational number. A multiplication of a rational and an irrational number is also a irrational number. Now, the most important thing what we have to learn today is how to make a irrational number like this a rational number. So if the number is 3 plus root 5, then what we do is we multiply with a similar expression but with the opposite sign in between. So when we multiply 3 plus root 5 with 3 minus root 5, now 3 minus root 5 is called the rationalizing factor. 3 minus root 5 is called the rationalizing factor. Now, important thing to see is that this is A, this is B. So this is A plus B, and this is A, again this is B, this is A minus B. And in the expansion, we know that when A plus B and A minus B are multiplied, we get A square minus B square. Very important. You have to know this expansion, which is A plus B into A minus B, is equal to A square minus B square. And this is exactly what we are going to do here. So A square, 3 square is 9, right? And minus, right? This is minus. B square, what is B in this case? Root 5. What is root 5 ka square? Is 5. So the answer is 4. Now 4 is a rational number. We all know that from the previous video. Hence, an irrational number, when it is multiplied by its rationalizing factor, where the sign gets reversed, the number remains the same, we get a rational number. Very, very important, because this is the property which we are going to use everywhere in the entire questions which we are going to do. Now, important thing before I move on to these two questions is that I did root 5 square. Now, some students are not able to understand that how root 5 square is 5. See, root 5 square can be written as root 5 into root 5, isn't it? Now, root 5 into root 5 can be written as root 25, right? And this, we know the square root of root 25 is 5. And that is where we are saying that root 5 square, B square is 5, and 9 minus 5 is 4. Now, the questions in the exam which come are in this form. They say that rationalize the denominator, which means we have to do the same. Multiply it with the rationalizing factor, and we just studied that rationalizing factor is change the sign here and keep the number same. So root 3 plus root 2 is the rationalizing factor. Now, very important to understand is that when we are multiplying with a number in the denominator, we will have to multiply with the same number in the numerator. Isn't this right? Now, this is A, this is B, this is A, this is B. A minus B, A plus B. Now you know what is A minus B and A plus B. So A square minus B square, right? Don't forget this expansion. A plus B, A minus B is A square minus B square. Let's do A square. A square is 3. What is B square? B square is 2. So this becomes 3 minus 2 in the denominator. I hope you are able to understand what I'm saying. A square is 3 minus, because there is a minus sign, B square, root 2 into root 2 is 2. We just learned that Root 5 into root 5 is 5. All right, now we are left in the numerator only this, root 3 plus root 2. And this is the final answer, which further can be simplified as root 3 plus root 2. And denominator will be 1. Whether you write or you don't write, this is one and the same thing. I hope I could make it clear for you. Please note that what we are trying to do is the rationalization of the denominator. This is the rationalization of the denominator. So the number which comes is again an irrational number, but the denominator has been rationalized. Let's quickly take one more example. Now we have to rationalize the denominator. So what I'm going to do is multiply with the rationalizing factor. What is that? Change the sign in between, root 3 minus root 2, right? And now when we are multiplying this number with the root 3 minus root 2, I'll have to multiply in the numerator also root 3 minus root 2, right? You can keep them in the bracket because this is one number, this is one number. All right, so let's first do the denominator. What is the denominator? A plus B, A minus B. What is A square? 3. What is B square? 2. So 3 minus 2, right? The denominator has got rationalized because this is 1. Now let's see what happens in the numerator. Root 3 minus root 2 into root 3 minus root 2. This is A, this is B. A minus B whole square. This is what we are going to do, right? A minus B whole square. A minus B into A minus B, which is A square plus B square minus 2AB. Very important to know the expansion formulas. Otherwise, you will struggle in many chapters. So know the basic expansion formulas. Now, what is A square? Let's do that. Root 3 square is 3. What is root 2 square? Plus 2, right? A square plus B square is done. Minus 2AB, which is 2 into root 3 into root 2. Right? A is root 3, B is root 2. So minus 2AB will be minus 2 root 3 into root 2. And this can be further written as, this can be sum up 5 minus 2. What is root 3 into root 2? Is root 6. What is the denominator? It is 1. So what is the final answer? 5 minus 2 root 6. And which is the final answer? I hope you have been able to understand that in all questions, you will be only asked to rationalize the numbers from an irrational number to a rational number. So this is rationalizing of the denominator. This is rationalizing of the denominator. And this is how you are going to simplify. I hope you liked the video. See you in the next one.